we're here for the Twinflame reading for this week, and oh, lot of things happened this week. So I hope you're ready and for this amazing week. I felt, now there it goes again, and it was the card of abundance, I think. Let me see, I need my glasses. Yep, the card of abundance. Exactly with what I channeled in my meditation. I will keep it here because they said breathe in manifestation. So your manifestation, everything what you want in your life will be channeled, will be manifested by your breathing in and breathing out the abundance in your life, I hear, because the air you breathe is all the abundance that you need. Abundance isn't generated by money. If you still think in the form of money, you're still not there, you know, because money isn't connected to the physical realm, it's connected to the energetical realm. So abundance is coming your way, and that is for the divine masculine and divine feminine. It could be that you get an extra amount of money, or you will get an extra abundance in your life of flowers, of manifestation, something you think about, it will manifest itself because you're breathing it in. Because we are on that timeline that we can, you know, we really can pluck it out of the air. And it depends where your mindset is. You need to really look at your mindset, because when your mindset is in a vibration, you know, you won't manifest anything. You know, when you're in an energy of grudge, or in an energy of resentment against someone, you know, you're holding yourself back and you're going deeper and deeper and deeper. So it's all about self-love, and the abundance will come in. Ask yourself, do you love yourself? Do you like yourself when you're on your own? What are you doing when you're on your own? You know, are you creating something for yourself? Are you doing something that gives you joy? You know, if you don't have that kind of energy with you, start dancing, start to breathe in that flow. At the moment, for the divine masculine, he wants to go to source. He wants to connect with source, but source is not thinking about something, you know. Spirituality is not just reading quotes and applying it. It's feeling it here in that heart space that needs to crack open and breathe in that air, so you can manifest all that air in your body. And when that air goes through your body, through Mother Earth, taking it back in, and then feeling it, and then, you know, sending it out. And you can have an intention, or you don't have an intention, but, you know, it doesn't matter. Even if your mind is totally empty, and that's actually the best place to manifest. You know, manifestation is not something you have to think about, because then it becomes an obsession, and an obsession will block your progression. So And that's what I see with the divine masculine, is connecting and let the light come in. The light come in through from source, and it cracks open. I talked about it last week already, about cracking the egg. And I had this experience, like there was so much light coming in. It was actually as the egg was cracking open and the light came in, and you emerge from your inhibition, you know, and you coming out, and a new life starts to exist. So I think that is going on for all of us at the moment. Let's see what is going on for the divine masculine in the heart space. It's really amazing that I feel so much energy coming in that I get hot, you know, get activated. Just clearing the energy a bit, cooling it down, because it's really, really so much. Okay, yeah, in the heart space, twin flames, union. It's the union for the divine masculine and divine feminine, and it's, you breathe it in, you know, you feel it, all kinds of energies, you know. Don't come from a lower vibration, you know, just keep yourself on that higher vibration, that everything is possible for you. It's not about your twin flame at the moment. You know, that twin flame will come in when the soul is ready. When the soul is ready, it will be there. So don't wait for it, you know. Don't, you know, you can connect with your twin flame. You can connect with your twin flame in the other realm, or, you know, send them a message if you're in separation. But if you're not, you know, just let it flow, you know. Divine timing is there, and they feel it, you know, they feel it in their heart space, who the twin flame is and what they need to do with it. And what I hear also, you know, that manifestation will come through. I hear more at the beginning of March, you know, the first week of March. Because it's from now up till April, it's the first phase of the twin flame unions. A lot of twin flames are coming back together into union. Doesn't mean they had already a relationship with each other. I hear it's the new beginnings of twin flames that come in. I have to and just the song of Beloveds is on the playing now, so that's really amazing. You know who your beloved is, you know, it's the energy of the soul that is connected. It's your new twin flames are formed, I hear, because there is this year is very potent for twin flames to come together, doing the work together and accelerate, you know, accelerate from a higher, because both of them got so many activations from source. I hear the older twin flames are really getting activated to guide the younger twin flames to come in. And they can also be a trigger, to get or twin flames back together, or twin flames on the guidance. But it's really, really important that they get guidance. That's what I hear, because um, there are so many facets that is depending on the twin flame. It's about healing. It's about the inner child healing, masculine, feminine, inner feminine, inner masculine, and and sometimes that energy comes through. Um, if something is off and your inner child needs a support, you are the one who needs to give it to your inner child. So it's probably your adult that is, I don't want to say abandoned, but is not in connection with the feelings of the inner child. And you can do this by breathing. Breathe to the inner child, release all old wounds, if they're ancestral or not. It's really amazing what's happening, and it's we being really activated, and we get the codes now from higher frequencies, because what I feel, it's like, this energy is totally coming through all the time, and our bodies are not made for that uh, very accelerated energy. So it could be that your body starts to feel tired because all the old stuff needs to get out so that you can vibrate on a higher frequency. Some people around you will not like that energy, because they feel uncomfortable with your energy, or they want to shut it off, or trying to manipulate, or trying to the blame game, or but it's well, let's not go there, because the blame game is from the frequency we are not on. And this card, what the masculine sees in the divine feminine, that the divine blueprint is activated. We all have a blueprint, and we can all change that blueprint. We can change our DNA, we can change everything with light frequency. So what I see, the divine masculine sees that she gets a totally different blueprint, and she can adapt in every situation now. Where she had to run in the past, or have to remove herself in the past, she can sit down, because that higher frequency is still clearing out at the same moment. That you're in, and it's not about somebody is higher or somebody is lower. It's just about a frequency. And if your frequency is not matching with the divine feminine or the divine masculine, also it could be that the divine masculine has a higher frequency than the divine feminine, then he is transmuting all that energy from the divine feminine, and the divine feminine transmuting the energy for the divine masculine, so he can raise his vibration and guiding himself through different situations. And that's what I see. Divine masculine sees that she worked on the template, that she got a totally different template, and doing the work what she needs to do. And I looked at some of my colleagues on YouTube, and they still talking about the twin flame relationship, about a partner outside of yourself. And really, that's not about the twin flame journey. That's just a soulmate interaction. You know, if you on this, there are only a few people on that journey, and it becomes more and more, and you want to be a twin flame. I totally understand that. But if you don't do the work, if you're not doing the grit work, if you're not living for Mother Earth, if you're not, you know, changing the vibrations of the land, of guarding the portals when the star children are coming through, you know, you can't say that you're a twin flame, because that's the job of the twin flame. You know, twin flame is not just, oh, I meet my partner and that's my twin flame. No, that's probably a soul connection, or a soul flame, or a soulmate. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's totally nothing wrong with that. You know, I don't want to say I'm on a twin flame journey to attract a partner. My twin flame journey is something totally different than people think. You know, you get activated constantly, and actually you can say 144,000 grid workers around the world are multiplying now, because the 144 the 144 councils, they are knowing exactly which one needs to be connected with which one to make the best possible outcome. So it could be that your twin flame is not even born yet, and you have to wait, and you have to do the work by yourself, and preparing yourself for that twin flame to come in and to guide him on that twin flame journey. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. Everything, I hear everything is a choice for the divine feminine. Cosmic heart source. And that's, now I understand this, because I had a breathing session earlier, a couple of days, and I saw exactly this picture, the cosmic heart source. So you're breathing into your heart, you're connecting with your source, you're connecting with your heart. And when you're coming in that vibration, everything else doesn't matter. It will just manifest within you. And that's really, really powerful. You're coming back from source. You're going back to creation. You're coming back to, you know, I talked about the 144,000, you know, that's the, you know, the flower of life. There are, you have the flower of life and you have the flower of life. You have two different versions of it. And this one is the first one that connects everything with everything. In the heart space, earth angel, you know, the divine feminine knows in her heart space that she is an earth angel, that she's coming from love, that she's coming from a higher frequency, that she is coming here on earth to do her work. And it doesn't matter with where she's going or where she puts her energy. She gets sent to different places to activate that heart space. You know, it's really amazing what it is. You know, a twin flame journey. Yeah, I told you before, it's not a relationship between the masculine and the feminine. It's not a love. Oh, I choose you, so you are my twin flame. No, you know, it's you are guided and you are chosen by the divine to come in each other's space. nobody comes on your path for nothing. You know, there's nobody else than source that is putting you in divine alignment. If somebody comes on your path, you know, and you recognize that soul energy, then you know that you have to do something with it, you know, or they come as a lesson or they come as a blessing. And if they come as a lesson, wow, celebrate that. Because if you celebrate it, and then you can feel into it. Is this where I am learned my lesson already? Was this a lesson from the past and comes back to see how I react? And or is it a blessing? And you feel that afterwards. Because if afterwards the energy still manifests for you, then you know it's a blessing. So it's really amazing. Fire and water. That's how the divine feminine sees the energy with the divine masculine. How she sees the divine masculine. She sees the divine masculine. Okay, you coming from a different space. You're coming from. We're thinking the same, but we're not thinking the same, because you thinking in a masculine way. I'm thinking in a feminine way, and there's no wrong, good or wrong, you know. It's not bad, you know. It's just a different vision. It's not about convincing each other. It's about exploring your boundaries, what you already learned and what you can learn from each other. And that's really it. In fact, it's really beautiful, but it's still water and fire. You know, it's still that energy that the masculine is in a different energy than the divine feminine. But at the end, it's all the same, you know. And in communication, it always goes wrong. It always goes wrong in a communication. And why? Because um, one wants to convince and the other wants to protect, and it's nonsense. Because if we go without communication and feel it from the heart space and into telepathy where we came from, you know, there is no good and fault, you know. There is no I know it better than you, or it's just that the masculine is more on the logical thing and the feminine is more of the feeling. So and they both have equal knowledge. I think everybody has equal knowledge, only, and they're coming from an equal space. Only their mind makes it, I'm further than you, I'm higher than you, I'm uh, I'm seeing, my vision is much better than yours. I know more than you. And it's nothing to do with each other. They're both equal in the heart space. You know, masculine and feminine are both equal in the heart space. It's just they are wired differently. I hear they are wired differently. And oh God's sake, I'm so glad that they're wired differently, because otherwise otherwise we all would be the same. How boring would that be? You know, and sometimes we need just some action with the divine masculine and the feminine. But know that everybody receives spirituality on a different level. You know, somebody get their spirituality out of books. You know, most of the feminine get it all channeled. You know, they some of the people, they get the knowledge out of history or out of different dimensions. You know, it's, everybody receives it differently. That is easier for them to digest. And learning, if we start learning out of books, we learn things from other people's frequency. And sometimes you resonate and sometimes you don't. I have books I read that I just threw out because it doesn't resonate. I thought, oh no, this is still the Inquisition. This is still an old paradigm I'm reading. Is this what is good for my soul? Is this what I need? And if they say, no, it's not what you need, I throw it out of the window, or, I give it away because it's not my vibration. Yeah, and everybody has the difference and have a different vibration in that. And that's your choice if you resonate with it. It's your choice. We all have free will. And sometimes, I walk past a bookstore and I see, oh my God, why is that book, triggering me? I'm going inside and buy it. And then I know without reading, that it's already resonating. Your guides and your spirit guides, they guide you always to the right direction. It's just a way of learning to listen to it. Wow. Beautiful. Really beautiful. I hear the storm has passed. The storm is past. What supported the masculine, that was a storm. It could be that the storm is a little bit lingering on. I don't have a feeling it's lingering on. I feel the storm that you went through is over. It's done with. It could be, and I have more to say, that it has to do with a 3D dimension, that because that's always coming from the outside, people are getting in your field, things happen for a reason. And it could also be, oh wow, it could also be that you need to be more aware of what signs you're putting out. That's what I hear, because everything is a mirror and everything comes back to you. So you need to know what signs you're sending out. It could be that there is a situation that you're in a group setting, and you say, okay, I had it in my group, say, oh, I don't want to sit next to you. I need to remove myself from that energy. And that person can be upset or can say, oh, why do you need to remove yourself? And it could be that there are some unresolved issues within that person that the other person feels and see. And but you can you can say it because that's the truth, right? But you can also say, okay, I'm going within, I'm sitting with it, I let it pass by because it's not my story, it belongs to that person, and I stay in peace. And that's the most beautiful thing what you can do, because then you're surrendering. You're surrendering through the storm. And that's really amazing. So this is the storm for the divine masculine that could support him in ways that can make him stronger to see, okay, is it from the past? Is it from the present? Is it from what's coming? I don't have a feeling it was from the past, from the present, and from the future. I have a feeling it was a storm from the past, but that is flown over. That's done. That energy is balanced out by the universe, by taking distance, by going in your heart space and transform. So how does he, oh, this is the same card as last week, surrender for the divine masculine. Surrender in that energy of the divine feminine. How do you see the divine feminine in union? Just surrender, don't make any effort, don't give it any meaning in your mind, just let it pass through and it will blow over. That's it. For the divine feminine, nurture your inner child. It could be that there are some inner child wounds that come up, that and it's the time of the inner child. It's the time of Bridget, the maiden, and she wants to dance, and she wants to, and it could be that there are energies that they're trying to to hold that inner child at bay, and that inner child is sitting in that egg, and it wants to come out, and it wants to crack open, and as more light you want to get in, breathe in the manifestation, and let that child go out. That child wants to scream of joy and happiness and fun, and wants to create, and let the child do its thing. Don't, we're all here, we learned our lesson, not to control the children, how we want them to be. Let the child be a child. They want to explore. Sometimes they say, oh yeah, but it breaks everything. So what? Because most of the children that are born now wants to know things, how everything works. They want to know what's in a clock. If we have digital clocks now, but we used to have, these old clocks with the radars, and that is what the child wants to explore. There is so little that is to explore now, because everything is mechanical, everything is digital, everything, it's, a few years ago, we had real motors, they're all computers now in your car. You can't go to the most cars are electric. You can't fix it yourself anymore. You have to go to the garage, pay a lot of money, instead of fixing everything yourself. So that's what I see, what the inner child wants. The inner child wants that be activated, be explore things. Yeah, it's really, really amazing. Really, really amazing. So let that child come out, and let that child explore, and let that child that is within you come out in the open, and let it have fun, and don't be so rigid. Let it all go, and let it all, activate, so that everything will grow. How does the divine feminine sees the divine masculine in union? Yeah, in contact with his divine feminine, connected with his divine feminine. So the divine feminine sees that he is connected with the divine feminine. In union, you know, that you need to be aware if there is balance, you know, between the masculine and the feminine, because both need to be there in balance, because everything happens within. So I hear the storm is over. Come back in balance between the masculine and the feminine. Let your inner child out. Let it play. Let it jump. You know, do the things that you need to do, and be your authentic self. That's what I hear. That's the most important thing. And divine masculine needs to surrender. Maybe he needs to get out of the logical mind into the heart space, you know, and surrender himself to the feminine. Surrender himself to the feminine, so they can merge together, um, and come back together as one. Breathe in the abundance, I hear. Okay. For the divine masculine, I have a card, and for the divine feminine, I have a card, and I have another card for both of them. Love and compassion come from the heart space. Love and compassion, that's what is needed. The heart opening, you know, it's really beautiful to open that heart with compassion, to see it from each other's um, um, point of view, because divine feminine is channeling all what she is receiving. Divine masculine is still working with the mind space of, yeah, well, I'm not going there. I already told that. They said you already channeled that, so that's done. So what is for the divine masculine? Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. You are not alone to do the work. Ancient ancestors are next to you. So if you work with the ancient ancestors, if you feel alone, if your inner child feel alone, you need to connect. You need to connect with 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 the keepers of the earth, with the ancestors. So don't get yourself stuck, you know, in the space of the mind that only gets you further down, you know, the rabbit hole. And don't give your energy to your mind. Yeah. So that's really what I feel. And for the divine feminine, yes, it's time. Just say yes. Don't keep yourself on hold anymore. If your divine masculine is coming in, if your masculine is, and you know that your energy is coming in, start in there to walk that path together. You know, get your bare feet on Mother Earth. I almost want to say dive in the mud, you know, cover yourself in mud, and you know, and feel that earth, smell that earth, you know, and say yes to it. Don't hold back. And it's so interesting that I feel that energy. I love that. You know, it's the smell of falling leaves and the earthly tones that you feel, and dive into it. It's like, or cleaning up all the leaves, you know, clearing it out, and smell that earthly tone in it, and wonder yourself in it. So yes, 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 divine feminine, yes for you. So that's really beautiful. Well, guys, I hope you all enjoy it. On at the Witches Cafe on Monday evening, I have an online healing. So if you're interested and you need some healing for yourself, or for your inner child, there is some breathing work in there. there is some activations in there. We're working with the elements to heal, but also with, Bridget, that gets channeled and gives you the power and the energy to, to hold you in that space. So things can transform within you. And it's really, really amazing time. So let me know, contact me on Avalon Alchemist Temple dot Avalon Avalon Alchemist Temple at gmail.com, so I can connect you to and re-guide you to Monday evening 7 o'clock. It's only an hour and a half. It's just on donations, whatever you want to give. And get yourself healed before we go in the next phase of springtime. Be sure you're out of that egg, and crack yourself open. Yeah, what I want to say more. Yeah, if you want your personal reading from me, you know how to connect with me. And I wish you all the love, all the blessings, and wow, let's make it. This week is amazing. So breathe in the manifestation, breathe in the abundance, and breathe in that fantastic air, because it's free. Okay, all the love, all the blessings. See you next time.